What's up, guys? We're here to check out the brand new Traptrix as well as some new Chaos support. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So first off, there are some new cards, and I will have to slow it down just here, just for a moment, because I'll have to explain the cards because it does go really fast. So basically, Delusion Trapple is a brand new card. It's in the OCG pre-release. Anyways, when your opponent spells from a monster, this turn you get to target one monster they control with 2,000 or more attack, and you get to destroy it. Then if you have a whole normal trap card in your graveyard, you can banish one monster from your opponent's graveyard. So it's kind of nice. The other one's just icing on the cake. Basically, it comes down to being a trap hole card that, like, when your opponent special summons anything, really, you can just target one monster they control with 2,000 or more. It doesn't have to be that monster. That's the important part with that card's effect. Then we see Sarah activating that effect, going to be getting the bottomless trap hole. And then we're also seeing a brand new other card over here called the Traptrix Arak no Kampa, which lets you, it's kind of a weird effect over here, but what it allows you to do is you can special summon this card from your hand during the main phase as long as you control a Traptrix monster, and that's a quick effect. So you special summon from your hand, and then you can't special summon monsters from the extract for the rest of the turn, except for insect and plant. So you are locked to certain things. You can only use this effective at once per turn, and it's unaffected by the effects of whole normal trap cards. And also, the first time each set card in your spell and trap zone would be destroyed by a card effect each turn, it is not destroyed. So it lets you kind of protect your stuff. Then we're going into the brand new AzneyesWhitedragon monster, the Pingulakua. So anyways, 2 level 4, so it is generic, but as long as it has AzneyesWhitedragon material, it's unaffected by trap effects and by activated effects from any other monster with the same type as any of those materials. So you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. You detach material from this card to add one Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. If a monster is owned by your opponent that is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you attach one of them to this card as material. So you can start absorbing stuff, locking your opponent out, and maybe like banishing it from the graveyard because they're just going to be getting their materials, right? So anyways, we're going to see Astraltopia over here coming out. So we have Astral. This one's just like basically free special summon. He's going to go ahead and negate that effect over there because it lets you send another card from your hand or field to the graveyard to add another like card. So he goes ahead and stops that, makes this is alternate artwork Utopia over here. And we're going to see that get hit by a bottomless trapple. But he knew that. It's all part of the plan right here. Now he's going to be able to activate this effect over here and get that bonus monster over here, getting back Diona and actually attaching one of his cards because maybe he can use it out of the graveyard again. Pretty good effect. So again, brand new Traptrix versus the brand new, I'm just gonna call it like some chaos support. I'm not officially sure what to call this deck, although you know, with the Stoic Challenge you might know where this is going with the ZWs. But Condemn Witch, this is not a new card, just lets you search out a card, and then what they are going to be able to do with the card is actually use another card over here. So Shadow's Light is actually really cool. So you target a dark monster you control, and you can special summon one light monster with the same original type and level from your deck or extra deck, and then you get a banish this card from your graveyard during your main phase. This turn you get to normal summon an additional summon, so you get a light or dark monster in addition. And then you can only use the following effect of it each per turn. But there's a downside with this: you can't conduct your battle phase the turn you activate. But this is so good for chaos decks because it lets you get that light and dark instantly. And what can you get with that? Well, you can get Honest. This is a pretty good card if you guys you know, are more old school Yu-Gi-Oh players. You know how that card like dominated at one point. Like, it was such an insane hand trap back in the day. But anyways, he's gonna go ahead and activate that effect of Pingulakua over here. So you touch a material to add the Traptrix, so he's now going to go ahead and go right into Aria. So this will maybe potentially be a very annoying card. Aria, once it's special summoned, it makes it so the Melodist monsters cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle. So it's kind of like a stall card at the end of the day. Very good. Against Traptrix, most of the time you have to actually summon something to get rid of the card. So now he's going to go ahead and reset that Delusion Trapple. That's the one where as long as he summons something with well, he can destroy a monster with 2k or more attack, but it doesn't have to be the monster that gets special summoned. It just has to be, he has to special summon it at some point. So he's going to go ahead, make a Utopia, gets hit up by the brand new Delusion Trapple, so that card is going to be gone. He's going to snatch steal one of the cards over here. And now we're seeing another brand new card. This is Last Hope Number. So this is a pre-release card. So what it does is it makes it so it's always treated as a Galaxy Eyes card, so it's like searchable maybe. But you pay half of your life points to target 2 monsters to your graveyard for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. You can only special summon monsters from the extra deck once, not counting this card's effect. Also special summon both the target monsters, but their effects are negated. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can summon one number monster using only those 2 monsters. So basically it's like a double reborn, but some of the Galaxy cards, you could maybe go for some sort of like bonus, change the level. So this card is actually really good, considering it's just 2 monsters in your graveyard. So it doesn't have like a limit to only like chaos or anything like that, which makes it extra good. But yeah, you get a special summon. Their effects are negated, which doesn't actually necessarily hurt them because because they could like count as other like things if you use other cards, or maybe even I think it's like, what is it, you can only special summon like once after that, but you can maybe set some other cards like rank up, like stuff that's like quick play. But remember, he got that lance for free earlier on with the other dark fairy over here. He activates his time space trap hole that gets met with the forbidden lance, lowering the stats of Utopia, but doesn't matter, going right into lightning. Then the stoic challenge is activated, and remember that honest that they searched out? He pulled it off, man. Fran getting that dub versus the new Traptrix. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'll give you guys both the deck profiles because I thought they were both like, the Traptrix player definitely like had card advantage like the whole entire game. But that's what Traptrix always want to do. They want to get that card advantage. But yeah, I'll give you guys both deck profiles and for the builds over here. So this was a massive 60 card deck over here. I'm just gonna mouse over the cards. Most of the stuff is just like, well, this one lets you. This is technically another new card, Photon Jumper. It's like a battle fader though. You get to you activate this effect. You skip your next battle phase, but you special summon, and then in the battle phase, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, it doesn't have to be direct, and this card is sent to the graveyard, lets you store try another card for again future plays, but it doesn't really matter most of the time with this variant. I'm not sure if I call this Chaos Utopia, but that's what it's basically all about. You guys saw this, you guys saw this. There's another card called Arms Regeneration, which is a quick play that lets you activate either one of these effects. We didn't get to see it in the gameplay, so I'll explain the effect real quick. You can target a face-up monster you control, gains 800 attack until the end of this turn, or you target an equip spell in either graveyard, and you get to set it to your field. So it's kind of like a quick play surprise equip. So it's almost kind of like a trap card at the end of the day, but it is a quick play spell, so you can still surprise your opponent with this effect over here. But yeah, I'll mouse over the cards really quick, and I'll include the one-click download for both of these decks in case any of you guys want to download them. Wait, oops, there we go. This is the other one. This was the Traptrix via player, but big shout outs to my homie Fran for setting this in. Very cool stuff indeed. Being at least able to see the Traptrix. I mean, at the end of the day, Traptrix get a lot of advantage, but you still are playing traps at the end of the day. I know it's part of the archetype, but like, I think trap cards have been pretty much outdated in Yu-Gi-Oh, and that kind of shows you. Like, all you need is that one turn sometimes, and if you establish a board versus a player that already is playing Traptrix, like going second in this deck, it's a little bit rough, I will definitely admit to it, but I mean, it's a trap deck. What do you expect? But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new and do want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh decks in the future, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and shout outs to Fran, and go subscribe to him as well. I'll pin him down below. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.